Boy, Step Back Magic in the freaking building. And we're talking about jerseys on stand up. Another Jersey kid, Karl Anthony Towns, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last night was greatness. Minnesota up on, I understand it's the Spurs and their team rebuilding, but look at the stat line, my dudes. 60 points. Yeesh, Lord have mercy. Step back. Anthony Towns is coming in, running in, and I said it in the beginning of the season. I had a couple, I only got 10 subscribers or whatever, but I had a couple of negative comments talking about you don't know what the hell you're talking about with regards to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I said they're a playoff team. And I got the backlash all day long. Like, seriously? I'm getting backlash for that when I told you I'm the Diamonds of basketball? If you need information or predictions, I'm the man to call. Let's get into the news and the stat line of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's get into them depth charts and really understand where they're headed. How far can they go? It looks like they're locked in for that 7th spot. I just think it's going to be a rough road. Let me tell you why. Let me get to the standings real quick. We're going to stand this real quick, okay? Let's get into the standings and let's get busy. Standings, okay? Check this out. Check this out from the west side, okay? Minnesota is up 10 games versus the Lakers, okay? LeBron's starting to unwind as I thought he would, okay? Just, folks, we're probably going to see a LeBron-less Minnesota. You know what? If Paul George doesn't get back, okay? If Paul George does not get back, I'm not sure why in the hell we couldn't see Lakers make the playoffs. There is no reason. Now, Anthony Handicap Davis, he's going to have to come back. Now, let's get back to Minnesota. Minnesota's 10 games up on them guys. Minnesota's about 9. Yeah, you can see it there. It's 4 games, but you count the losses and, what they would have to do. They kind of up, taking 9, 8 games on Clippers. Okay. Clippers who are just overachieving with team unity, LeBron team unity. And I know everyone rides LeBron's jockstrap. It's just, LeBron, you're the perfect clout chasing name. I'm sorry. You put LeBron James anywhere and everyone watches it. Sorry, bro. You've been gifted with the talent of people can ride your jockstrap and get some money. Now, back to Minnesota. It is. All right. Look at the lineup. No one's talking about them, by the way. Nobody's talking about this team. There's a couple moves that could be made to better than this team. I'm going to go on a couple players that really are changing the mantra because they're fully healthy. Let's kick off with Anthony Edwards achieving what a number 1 pick should be and what kind of player they can be for a team. First off, D'Angelo Russell, this depth chart's bullshit. And it matters the team. Russell's the point guard. Edwards is the 2 guard. McDaniels is the 3 guard, in my opinion. Okay. And then they got a mix there, right? Vanderbilt or Towns. Okay. Vanderbilt is a nice role player, getting the rebounds, hustle man, 3.0, doing what you're supposed to do when you got 3 superstars. Yes, I said it. I said that. D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, and Karl Anthony Towns are a big 3. I mentioned that to you. Jaden McDaniels, as he continues to improve through the years, could actually make this team a big 4. He has that potential. Coming off the bench, they got Mr. Beverly McLaughlin that can come in. Matters what team you playing. Beverly obviously is the headache, gonna give problems, the problem starter. And then you got McLaughlin. I'll tell you, guys, was surprising. Beasley off season, but he can still shoot the 3. Is very efficient in what he does. Okay, Malik Beasley is very, very efficient in what he does. But Jalen Noel is starting to garner minutes. He's starting to force the hand. We've seen him in Summer League. We've seen him play in some of the G League games. He's outstanding. He just needs burn. And he's starting to carve his way to say, you need to give me 8-10 minutes. And that 8-10 minutes is special from Jalen Noel. Guy out of Washington can play both roles. He is an important piece. Okay? McDaniels is also an important piece, but not more so than Torian Prince, who was about to get traded. They were talking about it, and I'm excited that they kept him. This guy is a great role player, great 3-and-D, and maybe a +1 3-and-D, okay? He has good potential, definitely a 6-man of the year candidate if he had a full season, but it's between him and Beasley. And Prince was a starter on a couple teams on the Nets and can give you double digits easily. So low key, Taurean Prince is one of the other X factors that I think can get them into a special place. Now, how about the backup? Jersey stand up 2 times. Naz Reid, no doubt about it, playing tremendous. Really, really people embracing their roles. I'm going to back up the Towns. I'm going to do my thing on the backup role. I love what he can bring, Nasir Reed. And I'm extremely applause. I want to give him a round of applause for a player that came out with big talent out of high school. Definitely supposed to be in the ranks of one of the top players in college, and really fulfilled that and has come in. Guys, the NBA is stacked. You're not going to come in out of college. You could average 25 a game. There's so many players now. Even the stars like Bonchero from North Carolina, who I think should go to Houston, he may come off the bench. I mean, this is how stacked the league is. You gotta swallow your pride and say, this is what it is. This league is stacked, okay? And coming off the bench is no longer, you suck. It's, okay, you with the second unit, put work in. And that's what Naz Reid does, okay? Nathan Knight, and that came from a guy who was almost undrafted. They weren't even thinking about him. Nathan Knight, I think, needs more burn. I think he can provide some defensive help. He's kind of in the same position he was with Atlanta. I'm going to tell you, out of all the guys, despite what you see from Towns and Vanderbilt, despite Naz Reid, Knight is the best athlete to me. Okay, all-around athlete with foot speed, leaping ability. He has great potential if he gets the minutes. I think you need to sneak him in there for a little bit. A shot blocker. Towns, if there's anything that Towns doesn't do, it's the shot blocking, and that's an issue. Now, where do they go from here? We talked about the standings and where they end up, right? And then we're going to look at the schedule. Let's look at the schedule real quick, all right? So how many games could they possibly lose, right, out of the season? These are the remaining games. It's not this, this is the remaining games for the no, that's not it. Come on, man. Where you at? You're supposed to give you a schedule of just these guys. Bro. Come on, CBS Sports. Y'all playing me like this? Oh, come on, dude. Let me get out of here real quick, man. Where Brooklyn at? Boy, Brooklyn's just, they eating them guys a lot. Kyrie angry about that COVID, boy. Woo, they eating them boys in Orlando alive. All right, so let's step into Minnesota's final tally of their games, okay? That's the key proponent of me going into this, okay? Remaining schedule, okay? Let's take a quick peek and see what we really got. Tell them why you mad, son. They play the Lakers. That's a big matchup. Lakers have to win. Lakers need to win out everything. Bucks, okay? They play the Bucks as the alternate team as well. Can they beat them? Gonna be tough. Let's count that loss. Timberwolves need to beat the Mavericks. Timberwolves may not beat the Suns, all right? So we're looking at 2 games they can win there. They get the Mavericks again at home. You want to split that with me? You want a touche? Let's split that with me, all right? So they're still at 2 games, and they lost 3. And then they Celtics, Raptors, Nuggets, Rockets, Wizards, Spurs, Bulls. They end the season. You gotta beat the Rockets. I would say you're gonna have to take Wizards. You're gonna have to take the Spurs. It's gonna have to be wins, guys. It's gonna have to be wins. Bulls are gonna be really etching for a spot. Nuggets are gonna be etching for a spot. That should be a real battle. And the Raptors, those are toss-ups, guys. Those are toss-ups. So legitimately for the squad, okay, Lakers, they're hungry, man. It's gonna be tough. They're hungry, bro. They're hungry. LeBron just got 8-up. 1 game to the Lakers. I got to give it to them. Bucks, no bueno. They're also hungry. Mavs, I'm going to give them 1. That's 2. Suns, they're hungry. They're hungry. Maybe not. 23rd. No, let's still going to be playing them boys, all right? So we still at 2. Mavericks, we split it, right? Gave them that one. Celtics, they got to beat the Celtics or the Raptors. Like, I give them 3 games there. Maybe the Raptors they beat. Nuggets, I think they're going to have trouble. Timberwolves versus Rockets, 4 games. Wizards, Timberwolves, 5. Spurs, 6. Okay, They're going to have to win out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to win half 50% of their games to really solidify that last spot. And they have the potential to do it. Defense has always come to mind of this team. They'll end up, what is that? 46 and 42? 46 and 42, possibly something like that. So that's gonna be the play, man. That's gonna be how it lays out. Or 46 and 36. That's gonna be how it lays out for the squad. I mean, this is a battle. This is a war. Do they make it out of the first round? It's all dependent on who do you love. All right, who do you love? Who do you love means who you gonna play. All right. So if they end up 46 and 36, all right, feel me? Let's see who we get. Let's see who we get, right? They end up facing the Grizzlies, which is a favorable matchup. Okay. That's why I think for them, I think they could beat the Grizzlies. All right. That's my opinion, my humble opinion. No matter how much you say love John Moran, I think they can beat the Grizzlies. Okay. Tremendous team. Look at the Grizzlies, guys. You can't Trey Young. You can't really say nothing, dog. I mean, you got the same teams, bro. I mean, Trey, seriously, bro. Look at John Moran and his squad. Well, yeah, John Collins, I'm not sure is Jaren Jackson, but I mean, I think they even out. You got the same team, folk. Now, back to Timberwolves. Timberwolves versus Grizzlies. I think they would want to stay here by any means possible, okay? I really do. I think the Timberwolves really want to stay in this position and just battle it out and try to get this done. This is their position. This is where they need to be at. And it's exciting to see this. Okay. Timberwolves finally making in, barring a total implosion, which could happen. Barring an injury, which could happen. They're going to sneak in there. Look at the teams that are slowly creeping up and ruining their chances. The Trailblazers are still trying to win games. Okay, they still in there. Pelicans still in there, dude. Now, I'm going to do a separate video on the Pelicans because I tell you what, Zion Williamson has a problem, okay? He has a problem that this team, even though he's trying to edge his way to the Knicks, that's for another video. Your boy Step Back sign off, talking about the Timberwolves, the potential. They could be a second-round team if they face the Grizzlies. They need to hold this position and hope the Grizzlies hold their position. I think that's who they will want to face. Suns would be a better matchup. Warriors, all things considering, everything on Draymond back. Wiseman looks like he's making his run back. They're a scary team. I wouldn't want them. I wouldn't want the Jazz. I would definitely want the Mavericks. So if they can try to creep up to get into that 6th slot and beat the Nuggets and face the Mavericks, I'm sure they would be vying to get that. And the Nuggets would definitely vie to get the Grizzlies. So I think this is really what they want. This is really what both teams want, to really kind of stay in these positions because they end up facing teams that favorably favor them to win the games. I'm out of here. Step back, Mikey. I'm going to do the Nuggets next, and I'm going to do your boys. Yes, sir, the Pelicans. I'm gone.